Hello friends, welcome all of you. It is our 1.4, very interesting lesson. This lesson is not only useful for the SS examination but also for the life. The name of this lesson is Be Smart. Before this lesson, you might have heard some type of expression. Be happy. So as be smart. Be happy, Anandi Raha, Anandi Bha. Be smart. You can think about the word smart and you can get the meaning. It has different shades. Be smart, we can say Yashasvi Bha. So we will learn this lesson. Champions aren't made in gyms. Examples. Champions aren't made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them, a desire, a dream, a vision. This lesson begins with a very famous quote of very popular, very well-known football player. And he has given this quote, champions aren't made in gyms. We know the players, the winners, the sports persons, they go to gym for hard work and they want to achieve. But this lesson begins with a negative statement. Champions aren't made in gyms. Means only going to gym and doing exercise is not sufficient for become a champions. It needs something more. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them. They must have something deep. They must have something more than that. And what is that? That is a desire, a dream, a vision. If only a champion are going to gym and they are doing exercise, but if they don't have a desire, a dream or vision, so what will happen? They will not become champions. They will not become winners. So what are the meanings of these three words? Can you think, can you guess? A desire? Yes, we have desire. I need it. I want it. It is my desire. I want to become something. These are some desires. A dream. We know. We visualize something in future. I want to achieve that. That is such type of a dream. And the last is vision. Vision is more than a desire, more than dream. That is a vision. Vision is a such type of quality, a thinking ability to imagination and intelligence to visualize our future. So these are these things. And if we want to make a champions, it is necessary that gym is necessary, no doubt, but it is not only gym but also something deep inside them, and that is a desire, a dream and vision. They have to have the skill and the will. What is needed more than that? They have to have skill and will. They must have both things. Skill, we know skill, we have some skill of swimming, skill of cycling, skill of singing, skill of dancing. Yes, skill, it is necessary, as well as skill and will, wish. We must have a willpower for doing something, a strong desire. But the will must be stronger than the skill. Yes, both are necessary, but what is more necessary? What is more stronger? The will is more stronger than the skill. Suppose you have a skill of speaking. Suppose you have a skill of playing cricket, but you don't want to play cricket. What will happen? Will you become a good player? Never, because you don't have a will. So will is stronger than skill. Successful professionals thrive in same manner. If we look at the successful professionals, many people who are successful in their field. So what is necessary? They thrive, the professionals thrive in the same manner. Means they are prosperous, they flourish, they grow with the these things: skill, will, desire, vision, and dream. We all have natural talents. Yes, we all have a natural talents. We all have an innate capacity. We all have a such type of capacity that is given by nature, that natural talent. If we use that talent to set our goal in life, we can easily get success in life. Yes, we have a natural talent. But if we use that talent to set our goal in life, if we set a target, if we set some objective, if we set something uh, aim in life, that is a goal, we can say. जर हेतू ठेवला आपण, काही ध्येय ठरवलं, so definitely we can get the success. We can easily get success in life. If we don't set a goal, what will happen? Definitely we will not get the success in our life. We shall not achieve our goals if we do not take action to achieve them. Again, we shall not achieve our goals. Suppose you have set your goals and you don't have to do any action. What will happen? Only setting goal is not sufficient. We shall not achieve our goals if we do not take action to achieve them. So, doing action, taking action, doing something in action, that is necessary for achieving our goals. Setting goals have two valuable assets. Assets, something real, something things. For example, we have assets of books. We have assets of that you call gadgets. That is sometimes we have two types of assets. And there's one is a sense of originality, and second is a stepping stones to two types of assets. And there's one is a sense of originality, and second is a stepping stones to illuminate the path. We have two assets. The first asset is a sense of originality. Originality means we have a capacity to do something. In the first paragraph we have learned that, we have studied that, just we have talked about it. We all have a natural talent. That natural talent is nothing but a sense of originality. And that sense of originality can help to set our goal and to get the success in our life. And second thing, a stepping stone to illuminate the path. Suppose we are going for a journey, we are going for picnic. So we are going for picnic. So we have some milestones. But here the word is used, stepping stones. Illuminate the stepping stones. Suppose the path is in dark. We cannot see which path is right and which path is wrong. So where is the right path? So if we have a strong the stepping stone is that illuminate, that enlighten, that shine, that shows the path. Goals put one at the helm of the life. If we have a goal can show the right direction. The goal can be in charge of your life, and that goal can show the right direction towards your life. Pursuing them acknowledges a better future situation. And if you pursue it, if you go with your goals, definitely you will have a better future situation, because our life is not in present. Our life has a future, and the future is depends on the present, and presents our the present situation. And in a present situation, if we have set our goal, definitely our future is a brighter or better, or our future is a good. They help to steer a course of life rather than simply drifting along and letting things happen. If we have a goal is what is goal? Goal is like as a steer a course of life rather than simply drifting along and letting things happen. If we have a goal is what is goal? Goal is like as a steer. Do you know steering? If we have a vehicle, if we have a motorcycle, if we have a car, and it hasn't a steer, what will happen? It will go in any direction, and definitely there will be an accident. Okay, so they help. What help? That goal help to steer, to show the right direction or control course of life rather than simply drifting along and letting things happen. If we don't have a steer, what will happen? We will be drifting. We will be go away from the track. We will run away, go away from the track. So we cannot channelize our life. Drifting away. Steer is a channelize, and we can channelize our life to the right path. Setting goals may appear easy, but for some it is quite challenging. Many people feel that it is a very easy thing. It appears easy, but for some it is quite challenging. But it is not easy for all. It is easy for few people, but maximum people are not comfort to set their goal. They have a challenging thing. They have a great challenge. Fear of failure may be avoided in the absence of any goals. Failure may be avoided in the absence of any goal. If we don't have a goal, so there is no fear of failure may be avoided. We can avoid. We don't have any fear of failure because we don't have a set our goal. It is sometimes some people, they don't set the goal. Why? Because they want to avoid the fear of failure. Many people fear, they have a frightened of failure in your life. That's why they don't set the goals. But it is not good thing. After all, one has to decide what one wants to achieve in the end. After all, yes, our life, one has to decide what one wants to achieve in the end. Each and every person should decide something, where I want to go, what I want to achieve, what is my target, what is my aim, what is my objective. So it is necessary to each and everyone to decide our goal. To accomplish goals, experts recommend a 5-step approach. So to achieving that goal, to accomplish that goal, experts, many great people, the thinker, they have recommended a 5-step approach. There are 5 steps are there, and we have to follow the 5 steps. What are these 5 steps? The SMART, SMART, that is acronym, and that SMART word is used for setting our goals. These are the 5 steps. SMART goals are a methodology of thinking that helps people reach success. That is a methodology of thinking. We think in a different way. Sometimes we think creatively, sometimes we think critically, sometimes we think for problem solving. So here we are thinking to setting our goal, and in setting our goal, that helps people to reach the success. SMART stand for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. SMART goals have a special rubrics, some rules, and these rules are very necessary to set our goal and to reach our goal. In a SMART, the first word is specific. What is meaning of specific? Opposite of specific? Vague. Specific means exact, focused. Involves identifying a specific area for improvement. If you decide one area and if you want to improve, so we can improve in a special area or specific area for improvement our progress. The more specific the area, the more refined the achievement of one's goal can be. If your goal is a more specific, for example, I want to become a brilliant person. Is it a specific? No, it is a vague. Brilliant means what? In what sense? In which subject? In which topic? So we have to decide that. It makes it easier to set parameters and work towards the goal. If you want to define a goal or decide a goal, it makes it easier to set parameter and work towards the goal. If your goal is specific, you can check your goal with the help of parameters. That parameter is a standard, that something can be measured or judged. Have you achieved that goal or not? For example, if it is a building a house, what exactly is the capacity required and how long can it stretch. Suppose you have a plan of building a house. So we must understand what exactly the capacity required, what material required for the house building, and how long period it takes for for completing the house. That is exact, specific. The second word is measurable. Measurable, we can check it, we can judge it, we can evaluate it. Quantifying goals provides specific way to track the progress against the goal. Suppose you have decided a goal for 1 year. So can you check at the end of the year? No, you have to check every day. Suppose you have decided a goal for 1 month. So can you check every day? Suppose you have decided a goal for 1 month. So can you check at the end of the month? No. If you check at the end of month and if you feel that, oh, I haven't achieved, what will happen? You will lose your whole month or whole year. That's why we must track, we must check our progress when we are achieving or trying to achieve our goals. This makes it easy to benchmark performance throughout the goal period, including areas to improve. When we decide any goal, so that journey starts when you have decided your goal, and from that moment you are doing something to achieve that goal. And while achieving that goal, it is easy to make a benchmark. Again, benchmark means some standard, like as when you want to check the weight. So we have a kilogram, that is the standard measurement. So benchmark is a standard measurement to check our progress to performance throughout the goal period. Suppose you have started today and you are checking from tomorrow or this moment, every moment, are you achieving something? Are you on the track of progress or not? So we can check through the measure. While playing football, one's exact role and position has to be clearly defined. Suppose you are playing football and you want to check your own performance. So how can you check? If you are not playing a football, you cannot check yourself. But you are playing and you are in the ground or you are playing with the other players. So exactly one's role and how the person is playing that game can be defined and we can understand her performance. That is a measurable. SMA, achievable. Sometimes many people use another word, attainable. Achievable, can I achieve it? Setting goals that can be completed in the designated period of time. If you have decided time, 1 month, 6 months or 1 year, so in that period we have to achieve that goal. That goal should be achievable. Not that goal should be can be achieved in a particular period. Often these goals may act like stepping stones to help meet broader goals that further define a career. Suppose you have decided a goal for 1 year. So every day and every month, every week, we can check, and it is act like a stepping stone, like as walking. Suppose you have started your journey for 100 kilometers. Can you complete the 100 kilometers journey one day? It depends on the speed. It depends on the vehicle. Are you going by walk or you are going by bicycle or motorcycle? It depends on it. But if you haven't do anything, can you reach on that particular period the place, that is a target place? Never. So that's why when our goal is set and we are doing it, we act like a stepping stone to help meet broader goals that further define a career. If you have started define a goal in this age, in future you can meet, you can reach at your career, and you can define, you can find, you can decide your career. As a students, we can't become a president, a prime minister, but can hope to reach those heights in future. Now, if you feel that, oh, I want to become a prime minister, can you become prime minister today? If you feel that I want to become a president, of India. Can you become president today? So while studying in the 10th standard? No. But can hope you can reach those heights in future. But you have started to become a great politician, a leader, and you have such type of quality, definitely you can reach at that position, but in future. But you have to think in that way. Next rubric is, or the next step is a realistic. It is important to create a goals that are within one's current skill set or area of expertise. Suppose you want to become a singer, but you haven't sung a song in your life. Do you have a skill of singing? So that's why the first line tells us it is important to create goals that are within one's current skill set or area of expertise. Do you have that skill? Do you have that expertise? If you have that expertise or skill, so you can set a goal and according to that thing. For example, you are very energetic, you are very healthy, and you are always playing well, jumping well, or doing something. You have that's a stuff skill. You definitely you become a good player. Suppose you are a good dancer, so you can think to become a good dancer. While setting our goal, we should think, is it realistic or imaginary? If I haven't any expertise or skill within me or talent that within me, I haven't checked the talent and I am setting the goal without checking that, can you achieve that goal? Never. Building expertise takes time. Expertise become expert, and it is not one day task. It is not, we cannot do in a overnight. It takes time. Building expertise takes time. So expecting to become an expert in a short amount of time is unrealistic. If you want to become a good orator, if you want to become a good speaker, if you want to become a good singer, it takes time. But you have to do exercise, do the hard work or smart work to achieve that your goal. Being realistic will make it easy to be successful at attaining goal. So always being realistic, what you are, what you have. You start with what you are, what you have, and definitely you will become a successful attaining goal. But at first you have to check what you have. If defensive and not aggressive, the goal perhaps lacks realism. If defensive, some people are defensive. Defensive means justify. Why did I fail in that competition? So they tell some reasons. If defensive, telling some reasons, giving some justification, giving some excuses, that is a defensive and not aggressive. Yes, if you are defensive and not aggressive, aggressive means not ready to do something, not ready to achieve something. Aggressive, the goals perhaps lacks realism. If you are not aggressive and if you are defensive, so what will happen? If you are telling reasons, many reasons, excuses, and you are not ready to hard work, what will happen? Your goals may be not achieved in reality, lacks. You may be lag behind. In realism, you will not get the success in your life. We must have the clear picture in mind and must have the ability to adhere to that picture. In our life, when you decide a goal, it's clear pictures in your mind. We visualize it, and through visualization, we must have an ability to bind to that picture. Always, before going to sleep, when you get up early in the morning, you have to not remember, but always live with your goal, that is clear picture in mind, and you will never let it go away from you. The step of SMART goal, that is a T, time bound. Establish time parameters around each goal as it will help increase focus and accountability. We all know, we all people have the same time. What do you think? How many hours do we have? We all people have a 24 hours. Successful person use the same time, and not successful person use the same time. There is no more time for the successful people, and there is no less time for the unsuccessful people. So time bound. Whenever do anything, decide your time, establish time parameters around each goal. When you decide a goal, think that how much time does it take? 1 month, 2 month, 1 year, or any time. Decide that timeline, and on that timeline you have to work, as it will help increase focus and accountability. If you have decided time, so what will happen? You always be focused. Oh, I have to complete by 29 December, or I have to complete it by 31st August. So that is the deadline or time. So always focus on that time, and it gives us accountability. It gives us responsibility. If there is no time, what will happen? Suppose there is no time for examination. Do you want to study hard? Do you want to study very seriously? No. If the time is given for examination, automatically you are focused. Oh, this day, that date, my examination is there. So we have accountability and as well as focused on that particular the amount of time. To reduce weight, we know how to go about it. One example is given. Suppose a fat person want to reduce his weight. So what he or she should do? We know how to go about it. Okay, he or she knows everyday exercise, it will reduce the weight, but without consistent time bound action, it never become a reality. But there is no consistency, there is no continuity, there is no the continued efforts. So what will happen? If there is no continuity, means there is no time bound activity, and it will never become a reality. It may be exercise, diet, stress free thoughts. Yes, you have to decide what is your action plan, what is your massive action plan. If you are doing exercise or controlling your diet, or you are doing something stress free thoughts, these are the three areas of losing your weight. All these have to be practiced and implemented without hesitation, doubt, or indifference, but within a deadline. If you want to lose your weight, you have to work on all these three things: the diet, exercise, and stress-free thoughts. And if you are doing practice, how? Without hesitation, not delay, not laziness, no doubt. You must have a clear picture in your mind. So I will achieve it, and or indifference. You must focus on your goal, so you will achieve it. If you have a doubt about your own task, if you are hesitate to do something, what will happen? You will not get success in your life. And when you decide anything, it must have a deadline, the end line. So I have to achieve that. Visions, wishes, intentions, and dreams are all valuable in our life. All four things are very necessary. We must have a vision, we must have a wish, we must have intention, and dreams. All are valuable. They spark of imagination and encourage us to define where we want to reach. Why these four things are necessary? If you don't have a vision, so what will happen? We don't have any wish or intention or a dream. So we don't have a spark. We don't have a ignited spark. That is the ignition or ignited energy. We have an energy, but energy can be ignited through vision, wishes, and intentions and dreams. So encourage to define where you want to reach. If you have decide your goal, that is intention or a dream, so you start your journey from that moment to define or to reach that place or to reach that goal. In order to get there, however, we need to bring life images down to earth and plan to execute our strategies. Yes, you have decided in order to go there. You have decided I have to go there. So however, we need to bring life image. We have to visualize, okay, I have to reach there. And what will happen? Oh, I will be the very famous personality. I will be very great personality. I will be very happy person at that time. Down to earth, always practical, not always in a imaginary, not doing a daydreaming. Reality, down to earth means reality, and plan to execute, carry out your plan. You have make your plan on your notebook or in your page, but you have to execute it, and you must have a strategies, plan of action, how to achieve my goal. The quality and quantity of the energy we put forth directly impact the results. And if you want to get the results, we have to put both things. Energy. But in energy has two aspects, quality and quantity. Quality and quantity, we know both the words, quality and quantity. Quantity can be measured 5 days, 10 days, yes, okay. But what about the quality? If you are not giving concentration, because we cannot check the concentration, but we can think it is a quality or not, right? So we have to put our energy in a both way, quality and quantity of energy we put forth directly impact the results. Life is something like a trumpet, and another one example is given here. Life is like a trumpet. Yes, do you know trumpet? Tutari, Singafungne, right? It is, life is that. And if we don't put anything in it, what is needed? We have to blow it. It needs the ear. If we have not put anything, we can't get anything out. So as if you want to get success in our life, we put something in it, otherwise we will not get anything. So we have to think, we have to give something to our life. Success is walk in the dark. When the person becomes successful, all people can celebrate his success. All people meet him or meet her and celebrate his success. But success is walk in the dark. But when you do your hard work, at that time no one can see your hard work or smart work. That's why success is a walk in the dark, finding the right footing, precisely mastering the skills and getting to the next place all depend on how we approach and tackle the problem. Yes, finding the right foot. If you are walking in the dark, it is necessary to finding the right place for the footing, precisely mastering the skills. You have to develop your skills, become a master of skill and getting to the next place. Each and every time you have to think my step is in a progress direction. All depends on how we approach and tackle the problems. Our life is full of problems and we have to tackle the problems and we have to go ahead and we must develop our approach to tackle the problems, not stuck in the problems, but overcome the problems. The best way to get from where we are, where we want to be, is to find the footing of our next step. And best way to get from the problem where we are and where we want to go. Yes, we must think about our past, we must think about our present, and we must think about the future, where I want to be, is to find the footing of our next step. If you are decided in that direction, you can put your step and that direction, or footing and that direction, that is a next step. Here we take the next step. It should support and hold us without a crack. And if you are going in that right direction on the next step, and that next step is always in the right direction, not in a wrong direction. Right direction, that means reaching towards our goal. It should support and hold us without a crack. And that time, that your step and the other things also support. It should support and hold us without a crack. We will not fall, we will not stumble, we will not stop there, but we will to reach our goal. This is the lesson. Be smart. Do you want to become a smart? Yes. Best luck for become a smart personality or smart person. Thank you.